All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put the case crank seal in, and I don't like to put them in dry, so I'm going to use a little bit of lube on it. This is motor assembly lube, and I don't like to put them in dry because they're a rubber seal, and I don't want to tear up the rubber getting it in. So, and I don't think it hurts a thing to put a little bit of slickum on stuff when you're putting something together like this, because the last thing you want to do is tear up your seal. So this is the upper crank seal, and then what I do is I'll find a socket that is really close to the size of the seal, and I just gently tap it in. Now this socket is a little bit bigger than the hole, so it should bottom out. About right there. You hear it tinging, you know you're at the bottom. I think I got a little edge over there. So that seals in, and then the same thing for the lower case. That governor arm out of the way. So I've already cleaned the seat for the seal. So I put a little lube around this one. Then any excess I just rub around in there inside the case. Square it up as best you can by hand. Take your socket. This one here is not quite as big, so could technically drive it too far. But I'm not gonna. And I could use a regular hammer instead of a rubber mallet, but I'd rather go slow and easy than hard and fast. Because you sure don't want to. See, now I got it knocked in on one side more than the other, so now I got to make up that difference. Have to put a little more pressure on that side. You definitely want it in there square. Okay. So that seal kind of acted funny when it went in there. Looks like it's kind of divoted out on this side a little bit. Not sure. She's pretty tight. Hopefully it was the right one. Well, anyway, that's how I do it, and y'all let me know how you do it. Okay, here's your case breather vent. Now this piece of plastic in here I took out before I hot tanked it. It goes in here. It's just a screen for your oil. But on your breather vent, you'll see it goes right here. Now there's where it was making contact. You might see the circle on that. I don't know if you can see that circle or not. Yeah. So I'm going to flip it over. It's spring steel, but I'm going to flip it over where it's got a new surface. And then this one is a heavier piece of steel that does not flex. And that's going to go on top of the one that flexes. Well, I was going to try to and it goes in there like so, and torqued. So you can see that little flapper underneath there, crankcase vent. That's how that works. It builds up pressure, just pops it up.